Well, hello everyone. Welcome in. Breaking down the new highlight feature. I'm going to send out the noties and we will get started very shortly. Um, yeah, this is going to be an absolute game changer. If you're not following us on Twitter, make sure you are following there. You would have got the update alert. Same in our Discord as well. Make sure you join us there. Both links are in the description. If you're watching live, you can also type !X or !Discord or !Twitter, whatever you want to call it, X or Twitter in chat. Same link will pop up. Yeah, let me send out the noties as per usual and we'll get started. I'm telling you guys, I had a light bulb moment. I'm like, Jose, you gotta put this in. He literally had it less than 24 hours later. Again, I don't know how he does it. Bro. It, he just does. Okay, so let me send out these noties. Hopefully you guys are doing well. If you have questions or anything about it, start typing those while I am doing this. And yeah, we'll get started once I'm done sending out the noties. So a lot of games today. I think there's like 13 to go over. No morning games, so we have a bit to stream. So we'll be yeah, we'll be good. We'll be streaming for a bit here. Bro, I hate how YouTube, why did they change this, man? YouTube's actually selling my bag. It's so unfortunate. It changed everything. Don't know what they're doing here. There we go. Okay, save, done, details. Link. All right. We're out on Twitter now. My goat. Bro, Brad, how'd you beat me to the announcement, bro? How did you put that out faster than I did? That's crazy. This dude's not real. Appreciate you, Brad, bro. This guy's just the goat. Okay, let me pull up chat. I'm gonna pin the blog post from today as well. So if you guys want to read that, I'm gonna put that in chat real quick. There we go. Okay, cool. And then I'm also gonna put our Twitter and Discord. If you guys are new for some reason, most of you in right now are, you're already following us on Twitter and Discord. But if you're not, go ahead, click that link, join up, lock in. And all right, let's get started. What's up, Matthew, Rockstar, Rob, Mark? How you guys doing, man? Been refreshing, waiting for this post. I got you guys. This is going to save you so much time. I'm going to show you kind of what I'd recommend. And then I'm also going to show you... I think I'm going to make a new one, actually. So you guys can, like, see this live action. So yeah, basically the highlight feature, what it does is it's on the home run matchup cheat sheet. So whatever game you're looking at, if you click this button up here, you'll see highlights right next to the refresh lineups button. And you will see, you won't see this initially. This is the custom one I made, but you could see this add configuration button. And you could basically add, let's just do it. So one quick thing, hold on. I want to change this priority to... I think I want to make this 2. So let's do that. I actually don't have a 1 right now. I'm going to make that on stream. Kind of show you guys live in action how this is going to work. But basically, what you'll see initially is just this add configuration button and then quick presets. So we have 3 quick presets. You can see good, insane, and then pulled barrel. We know a lot of you guys kind of do research in different ways, right? You look for different metrics, you look for different things. So we added good, and that shows you any hitter who is... So I'll actually just add this and show you guys. So now good is yellow. I need to change this priority. But any good hitter will be yellow. And this is the custom one I made again. So you'll see that in a second here. Also the priority. So 1, 2, 3. We don't want to like mix the colors. So as your 1, which again I'm gonna make on stream. That's why I have 2 and 3 currently. But as your one, make sure that's the main thing you're looking at, like basically perfect baseline, like everything. Again, I'm going to show that on stream. And then two for me, I'm using as season. I'm gonna make another one, and then there's good, which is just a preset default. If you don't really want to mess with it yourself, these are three good things to preset and just look at, right? So I'm gonna add them all and just show exactly how this is gonna work. So we're gonna make this 5, and then we're gonna make this 4. Okay. So currently, you will see season for my metrics, yellow, red, blue for good, insane, pulled barrel, right? So you'll see this. And basically, what this does, it's going to highlight every hitter who has any of these metrics. You guys can see them on screen now. I'll show you this. You can pause this to see my exact metrics. I have a ton on this one because this is very generic and baseline. It looks like a lot here. I kind of went through it and took like basically a little bit below average on everything to kind of encapsulate like all the hitters' stats that I look for. And it kind of, I have it filtered or named season because I'm only going to check for green on the season filters. And so when I'm looking, again, I'll show you guys this. I just want to show the metrics I'm using. But when I'm filtering, I'm going to look on season. And when I see green, I know, hey, maybe that's a hitter I'll look for when I filter more, when I filter by pitches, by plate appearances, by last 15 batted ball events, anything like that, right? So here's all my metrics. If anything pops up green, that's what that is. Yellow is good. Red is insane. Blue is pull barrel. So now if I scroll down here, look, Colton Cowser, Gunnar Henderson, Tyler O'Neill, and Dylan Beavers for the Orioles match all of those metrics I had in that I was showing you guys. And so you don't have to go through, you don't have to look at it. It's just a huge time saver. So now you see all of them have more than 20 plate appearances, have a zone score higher than 12, have a EV higher than 85. Again, usually I look for like 90 or above, but I'm having 85 because it's very, very baseline. Like zone numbers, usually you want like 15 to anything higher than 15, right? Plate appearances, I just want to make sure they have a reasonable plate appearance so they're not like a guy being called up and he hit, one barreled ball, right? Barrel percent 8, usually you look for way higher than that, like 20. In my opinion, you look for about 20, but season barrel, that's actually pretty good at 8, especially when you're not filtering by certain pitches. Pull barrel, I have 2. I just want them to have at least like one pull barrel. Like it won't be very common where you'll see a pull barrel less than 1% unless it's 0. Launch angle, sweet spot. I mean, again, a lot of these are just under, slightly under average, but having them all gives you a really good idea of who is likely to hit a homer. So if you want to screenshot this, if you want, these are my current filters. I'll probably change this as the season goes on. Kind of just what I drew up last night, right? So, yeah, I mean, if you want to look at that, whatever. If not, I'm gonna make another one. So, so you can see here, Colson Montgomery, Andrew Benintendi, and Miguel Vargas meet my top rankings here. But you could see Kyle Teal meets the good? Yeah, meets the good. So he has an ISO above 250, a barrel above or equal to 10%, hard hit rate above or equal to 38%, air percent above or equal to 55%, and ground ball percent lower than 45. And yeah, that's the last category there. So just important things to look at, right? I mean, and it just gives you a really good idea. So even though like Jackson Holiday, Basayo, Pete Alonso all have a high barrel here, like you could see Pete Alonso doesn't have the pull barrel I was looking for. So that's why he's out of it. Basayo, let's try and figure out why he's out of it. Doesn't really have a high pull air. I don't think I have pull air. Meets blast. I think air. No, air I probably had 40. Again, I'm not sure why he doesn't meet it, but he doesn't. So I'm not gonna. Or yeah, right here, pull percent is 27.5. So he's out of it for me. He hits straight too much. So in my opinion, the favorites in this game, and I don't even have to look. It's just Cowser, Beavers, Henderson, O'Neal. Now, if you want to filter by just pitches, then that's when a lot of these guys come in, and then you can filter by certain pitches, and that's when everything changes, right? Like you see Pete Alonso was green on season, but against slider four seam, he's just good, right? So it all is still going to change based on what you select, but it's just going to be such a massive time saver. So my initial idea is just to create one with you guys on stream. So I think that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to go through the slate. So I'm trying to think what to do here. So I have a season one, and then I'm going to get rid of these. I was just kind of showing you. Let's see if there's any blue ones. Yeah, see, like Kyle Teal, he meets the pull barrel metric. I just had it as the 4th rated. Tyler Callahan didn't meet my season one, but met the pull barrel there as well. Detroit versus the Yankees, Spencer Torkelson, Ben Rice for me. Okamoto, which is actually on the blog. These were my top 3 I found yesterday. It's really hard not to take Buxton when you see what he does on the four-seamer to righties. 39 batted ball events, 8 home runs. Doesn't really strike out. 30% barrel, 17% pull barrel. I mean, if he gets the heater, it's just not even fair most of the time. So, 40% barrel last 15 batted ball events. You could just see like what he's done here. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, it's just insane. Anyway, let me kind of catch up in chat here. You coded a Chrome extension 2 weeks ago to do exactly that. That's so funny, bro. No shot. What would be good highlights for total bases? So yeah, you could also do that too. If you just want to look for total bases, the thing I usually use is ISO above 250. It is really, really good. But again, you could filter whatever you want. You could start with that. So ISO is going to be the most important metric because that does slugging minus average, which is slugging is like how many, like just power, right? Just raw power. Well, ISO is like raw power. But when you have a high slugging and you minus the batting average for a high ISO, it's just a really good statistical reference to use. And yeah, 250 is kind of my mark for that. So again, you can see Vientos, Lindor match the pull barrel metrics, but don't match my season metric there. So it's going to be really, really, really helpful. Love the save button. Yep. That's been there for a while. It's been there for a while now. It would be even better if you placed your highlights and it brings the player to the top of the order. In your order. I don't think it would be hard to rank that though, because what would you have as the number one metric? You know what I mean? Like what would you say, like, just depending on how you have it here? I just don't think that matters too much, honestly. Because then you'd have to rate all of these individual metrics. Like, in my opinion, the highlight is kind of a baseline. Kind of like a PF rating, like your own PF rating for homers. It kind of just shows you what you think is the most important based off of whatever metrics you usually look for. And then you go from there. So I'm not like ever gonna really just only bet the highlighted guys. I'm then gonna filter by the certain pitches and make sure they're still, they still look good, and then maybe go off of barrel. Like you'd see Soto and Alvarez, based off of just barrel alone, you would probably take them anyway. Or at least probably Lindor, since he's going to be at the top of the order. Also has like 16 more plate appearances, 5 more homers, like 5 times the amount of near homers, things like that. Line drive percent's good for him though. Air percent's the same. You also want fly ball to be higher. 22.2 blast. I mean, Soto looks insane, right? But then you could filter by like last 20 plate appearances and things like that. So this is what I want to make a filter for. Like the last 20 plate appearances. So I'm gonna try that. Yeah, I like Okamoto today. Benintendi, Brandon Lau, Okamoto. Ooh. Could be good. Did I look at Benintendi? I think he has a good matchup. Shane Baz. Not a great matchup. Recently is giving up more homers to lefties, though. You just know what Benintendi. I don't like the knuckle curve percentages. He's throwing that at a really high clip, and hitters just aren't good on the knuckle curve. You could see how much they strike out. He's given up no barrel on that heater. He's given up 2 homers on the heater to lefties. Benintendi, you could certainly do it, though. 1 of 2 with a double and a walk. 2 hard hits, though, as well. Pull barrel, I mean, that pull barrel number on the heater is just insane. Like, this dude is just insane on the heater. So, I mean, if you're just going off of that, then I don't blame you at all. 20%, 16.3 on the year, 40% fly ball. Don't like the ground ball rate, but everything else looks good. And it's still below my metric that I was using at 45%. If it's a fly ball, I mean, he pulls pretty much all of them. Like, let's see, what percent is that? 55%. It's great. It's a great number. 21.4% of the time he's hitting a home run when it's a 4-seamer off whatever that handedness is, off of a righty, and it's a fly ball. Okay, let me make this highlight thing, and then we'll go over it more. So I want to make this like individual. The hard thing is just knowing what percentages you want to go off of. So like last 25 plate appearances. What do we want to filter? I think EV above like 87 or whatever is still a good number. Barrel percent probably higher, honestly. You probably want like what, a 13 at least. And again, I'm just going very baseline. Especially like the last 15 plate appearances, batted ball events. So you can see Pete Alonso, Beavers, Gunnar Henderson meet the pull barrel. This is going to be such a time saver. It's actually insane. Actually going to be crazy. Okay, so let's add another configuration here. I'm just going to name this like recency or something. So we'll do 1, and then we'll season is yellow, so we'll make this red for like hot hitters. And we'll do criteria. We want at least actually plate appearances doesn't really matter. We can do batted ball events, at least 15 of those. Or like 10. We'll do 10 because sometimes I do 25 plate appearance. It doesn't really matter. I know we want EV above what I say, like 88 or something. We'll do barrel percent. We want that higher, right? With recency, you want like, imagine you're filtering by last 15 batted ball events, so you want like 13% at least. And then maybe usually want some pull barrel. So let's do like at least like 1%. I mean, that's low, but just anything really. Because if you filter by the last 25 plate appearances, it could be 4%, right? That's the lowest. 1 divided by 25 is 4%. Let's see, what else do we want? We want a high pull percent usually. Or oppo. One thing I like doing actually is like some things lower. So like we want oppo lower than probably 50%. And then rather than doing just or maybe like 55, and then you have pull higher than 35 or something. Just very, very baseline numbers. 35. Because if we're filtering by plate appearances, that's kind of high. Do like 30. Let's also do near home runs. I don't really like. Let's do like at least 1 hit over 350, like to show they actually have some pop recently. Hard hit rate will do above, or no, hold on. Wait, what was that? 350. Then we'll do hard hit rate. Can you make a highlight for who's going to hook a 3-leg? Bro, I wish. That'd be amazing. Air percent, you want like at least 55. We'll do... Could do a zone score. I think we added like 12. I think that's fine by me. What's up, Deuce? How you doing, bro? Actually, instead of the 350 plus, I'm gonna do an average distance of like 330. Is that high? What's normal? What's normal? Nothing's popping up for the recency one, which is not ideal. Make something too high. Oh, the barrel's gonna be too high for that. Hold on, let's do... Because this is when I'd want to use it. So like last 15 battle ball events, no one meets it here. Yeah, the average distance is too high. Average distance. I feel like average distance is a hard thing to measure. Just want like hard hit. Not season. Recency. So again, I'm putting recency as priority 1 because if I see this on season, that means I'm just taking them anyway, you know? Malik Beasley news? Yeah, I saw he... What, he's like gambling or something? Is he done? I mean, I'd assume so, but... I didn't see much else. I saw like a notification on it, but I didn't really look too hard at it. Bat speed, usually want like at least 70 for homers, but we'll make it like 67. Bro, what is this fly doing? Get out of here, bro. 67 unironically. And then what else do we want? Did I add air percent? Okay, that's probably good. EV. K percent you usually want low, but like obviously with power hitters, that's just not going to happen most of the time. Yeah, so let's try this and see what happens here. There we go. See, like Gunnar Henderson matches the recency filters for me. No one does on the season, but then see when you filter it by what they're getting, you can see Pete Alonso. I mean, what did I have Gunnar on? I guess I'd... is he a lefty? Yeah. So he's good on the sinker as of late, at least. Probably, yeah, sinker four seam. See, that's interesting, man. That's going to be so helpful. And you filter by like last 25 plate appearances, you could see no one meets my season filters, but these two meet my last 25 plate appearance filters. See, look at the barrel. Look at the barrel. Look at the pull barrel. Hard hit rate. Sweet spot. Bat speed. Which I don't think I added. Blast, you probably want higher than 10. Maybe like 8. He got caught years ago. They're just... Bro, what? They're just now charging him? It's crazy. That's crazy, man. I got you, Peanut. I'm still trying to figure out what things I want to add. I feel like squared up rate's kind of a hard one to measure. Because, like, you can see Pete Alonso has, like, the lowest squared up rate. But, man, when he squares it up, it's gone. So I don't think that matters too much. I'm going to add competitive swing rate above 87. I think that's actually more important than a bat speed. Because competitive swing actually measures, like, their fastest rather than taking, like, an average speed. It kind of puts it... It's like, you know, instead of saying I bet $15, it's I bet 1 unit, you know? Type of thing. So fastest 90% of a batter's swing plus any 60 plus mile an hour swing producing 90 plus EV. That's a really important number. Usually you want this. See, like Taylor Ward, 84%. That's low. Chadwick Tromp, 76. I don't even know who that guy is. Usually want this like in the 90s though, but we're going to make it like 80. I see a lot of like 88 to 89. So let's make it like 86. Here's the thing, Peanut. So you can add all this. Competitive swing. I'm going to make, what did I say, like 86? I think we're going to run that. So EV higher than 88, barrel percent higher than 13, oppo percent lower than 55, pull percent higher than 30, air percent higher than 55, zone higher than 12, bat speed higher than 67, and then competitive percent higher than 86. I didn't have blast in. But I could. I said like 8%. I think 8% blast is pretty good. We'll do that. I don't think there's anything else I want because I don't want to do anything with walk rates. I mean, that doesn't matter for me at all. You don't want to do walk. You don't want to do whiff or K. Last 5 plate appearances per game. No. Maybe like at least 3 just to rule out any like guys who are barely batting and their stats are just inflated. Straight pull, oppo, ground ball, line drive. Fly ball maybe higher than 30 with an air. That makes sense. Higher ball or fly ball higher than, yeah, higher than 30 is a reasonable number. What's like 4 out of 15? Do some calculations here. 4 out of 15 is 26.6. So we'll do that then, because I think that's a fair number. I think that's fair. At least 4, and then hopefully you get a lot of line drives as well. Average distance, EV. So again, if you guys have questions, let me know. I think kind of going through it hopefully is helping most of you guys at least understand what I'm doing. But if not, ask questions. I am here for that reason. Hard hit rate, did I add that? I should do hard hit rate for sure. Ooh, so why did those go away? Still averaging. What did I only had like 1% for pull barrel, right? What is causing this to not work anymore? Because I know this just worked with Gunnar Henderson, so why isn't this working for recency's sake? I'm seeing a lot of good EVs are like 90. Like, especially when they're getting a fastball, like, you got to be hitting at 90. Let's just see. Like, when they get a fastball, see, it's like 90. 89 for Romo. Montgomery only an 86.8. That's interesting. Do you have plate appearances? I do. I have this. Oh, because when you're filtering by, I see what you're saying. Yeah. So you can't do plate appearances. But I have last 5 per game. Oh, is it just because I have this? Oh, yeah. It's probably just because I had that at the end. Didn't delete it. Yeah, but I think these could be a good, like when you're filtering by season, it'll kind of point out. So, like, if I'm filtering by season, like, it'll point out a baseline of guys to look for. And then you just filter by recent pitches. And you do, like, last 25 batted ball events. You see Basayo, recency. Then you can filter by last 15. See Gunnar Henderson. Which is interesting, because I would never pick him. I'd probably pick, like, Pete Alonso or Cowser, Holiday, like any of these guys over him. But he actually, according to my metrics, has the best stats. Which is so interesting. Air percent. I mean, yeah, look, it just has the best stats. So interesting. Copied your season highlight, but it's not highlighting like yours on my screen. Any idea what I did wrong? Do you have the same pitches? Like, go to the White Sox Orioles game and just filter by season and all pitches. And if that's not working, then you should see Basayo, Kauser, Alonso, Rutschman, and Henderson. But if you're not, you could just filter by, or you could like, I don't know, recheck this. Keep in mind, some of these are lower. Ground ball percent and oppo percent are lower. Everything else is higher. That could be why. That could definitely be why. So you're probably just looking at these numbers and maybe didn't see that some of these are lower. Something like that. That would be my guess. So try that if that doesn't work. But again, you can make your own criteria. Don't go based off of exactly what I'm using unless you want to. But I mean, there's so many different things you could look at. And you could also filter by like someone in chat earlier was talking about just filtering by things for total bases. You could totally do that as well. Like if player has a batting average higher than 250 and an ISO higher than 250, bang, you take him for total bases, something like that, right? So it's more than just homers as well. Ooh, Jose's posting. Might be tripping, but I think Japan takes this one. Double chance for regulation. Ooh, Jose's betting on Japan. We'll see, man. Bro said I may be tripping, but yeah, he's just cooked. He's just cooked. Oh yeah, highline drives for total bases could be a really good one as well. Dude, I love Marco. Did he just add air percent? Like I swear he just added air percent. Like that did not used to be a thing, right? Am I stupid? Either way, I mean that's a really good metric to have because I kept saying like fly ball plus line drive is just a good air, and then now he just has air percent, which is huge. So you don't care about pop-ups. You don't want pop-ups. You don't want ground balls, obviously. You just want fly ball, line drive, and bang, fly ball, line drive. Benintendi. Look at Benintendi and Vargas on the season against that four-seamer. That's insane, man. Montgomery and Benintendi, 62%. That's just unreal. So Benintendi doesn't match the season stats, but he matches recency, which is actually better. So remember, I have that like as my like pretty much take. I mean, Benintendi looks pretty good according to these metrics. Monty on the changeup though. Yeah, Monty's nasty on the changeup, bro. But he's not as good as on the heater, which is probably what's kind of tanking his barrel percent. And you can see that's what he throws the most. Like he only throws the changeup 13% of the time, so you just don't love that. Even last year, he just likes off speed more. And some guys are just like that. Like even you look at Schwarber, you're like, oh, this dude's a monster. He's nasty on the heater. It's actually like not as good as you would think. I'm pretty sure. See, like, I guess, I mean, it's good. It's good, obviously, but I feel like it would be higher. See, like, slider, sinker, changeup. See how he kind of attacks all the off-speed pitches more. Does have 5 homers on. Like, I'm not saying he's bad, but just thought it was weird. Torque had an 85.7% line drive the last 15 play appearances. It's nasty work. Nasty work. And again, that is a thing you could do for total bases as well. Marco, he should add oh, never mind. It's already there. I was gonna say he should add like a off and on switch, but it's literally there. So that's it, bro. This highlight tool is actually insane. So you could just filter, like if you want to only look at one thing, you could just turn off recency and just filter by season. So let's add a total bases one. Let's do that. We'll have priority 3. We'll do like, I don't know, purple. Don't matter. We'll do zone. Zone score you probably want higher than normal. So like what, 20 maybe? And then ISO you want over we'll say like 230 with a batting average above probably also 230. Do I have to put decimals here? Marco, do I have to put decimals here? Let's see. Let's flick these off. Whatever I have on now is good. Yeah, I think you do have to put decimals here, guys. So when you're doing that, make sure you put the decimals. You don't just put 230. Let me confirm. I would assume. See, now it says over 230. Yeah. So make sure you guys, if you are putting this in, put 0.230 or whatever number you want to look at. Line drive percent. What for total bases? You probably want what, higher than 50 maybe, or like no, not 50. Maybe like 40. I don't know. You don't really care about barrel for total bases. Oppo, you don't really care about Oppo either, right? Like air percent, you probably want higher than. Do you care about air percent? Because guys like Chandler Simpson just get a lot of hits. So do you care that much? Launch angle sweet spot doesn't really matter. Fast swing squared up. 50 for recency for line drive. Slugging, like on base percent don't matter. I think this is actually a pretty good baseline here, honestly. Zone, ISO, batting average, line drive percent. Average, like distance doesn't matter. Like you want it to go farther so they get more, but that's kind of what ISO's for, you know? So let's run this. Let's just try this and look for some total bases. So like torque, I mean, you said it, but so when you're filtered on batted ball events, it takes everything out like ISO and batting average though, right? I would assume. So on this season, like he has a 152. So he's a righty. Pitcher is better versus righties, which is interesting because he's a lefty. Still good gives up a 200 though, so it's not like insane. Last 25. So now he doesn't have it. What did I have filtered earlier? Like, yeah, last 15 batted ball events. Dingler now meets the criteria for that, but that it's not like that insane. I mean, a 40% line drive. But yeah, this can be kind of a secondary target for, instead of doing homers, you could just do total bases like Alvarez here. That's still on batted ball events. Let's do plate appearances. Wonder what's killing this. Probably the line drive rates. So like all these ISOs are something I would consider. All the way here is something I would consider for total bases. Probably not Mauricio just because he only has 12 plate appearances. But like all these guys, Bichette, Lindor, Benj, and Soto. And usually you could also look at like home run odds as well. So line drive percent's killing him, killing Soto. Lindor's actually the only guy that meets a line drive in his last 25. So maybe line drive percent isn't something you want to look at and you want to go for air instead. Low whiff, yeah, you could do that as well. Like what, sub 20? So okay, what kills Lindor then? Because you have the line drive. You probably want a high hard hit as well, like over 40 maybe. But what is killing that? What else? Oh, batting average maybe. Oh, zone. Yeah, zone killed Lindor. Is zone of 20 high? Like what's oh yeah, zone of 20 is really high. I should do like 15. 15, add a hard hit in there. Yeah. We'll do that. 15, we'll add a hard hit, and then we could add a whiff as well. Whiff like probably sub what? Because then you have like guys like Schwarber who strike out a lot, but I guess you're probably not taking them for total bases usually, right? So you have like a higher, like a hard hit higher than, usually my number is 45, so I'm just going to leave that as 45. Let's see. So yeah, Lindor's the only guy that meets the metrics. His last 25 plate appearances. Last 15, still Lindor. And this has been good recently. I mean, plus 136 for 2 total bases. Is facing Trey Savage, though, so that's a hard matchup. Especially, does he have anything, any career, no career history on him? Mets probably don't, yeah. This dude just came into the league. He's like, yeah, I'm going to pitch. Didn't he start his first game in the World Series? Like, that was insane. Just unreal. You can see good line drive percent. Hasn't played in a while, though. I feel like instead of line drive, though, I should do air. See, because then you got guys like Jared Young. Good line drive. Maybe you do like line drive over 20, fly ball over 20, and then air over 50. Like something like that's probably good. So I'm going to try. Let's see. We want air. Where's air? We want air over 50, and then both of these over like 30. No. What did I just say? Let's see. Fly ball, line drive. 20's too low. Maybe we just do 25 on both of them. That'll probably add a lot of guys to look for. See, now you have Soto. Right-handed better because of wind. Wind doesn't matter like as much as stats. I would go stats first and then wind. Wind is also pretty low. I usually don't take anything into account unless it's like 10 miles an hour or more. It'll barely, I mean, it'll impact the ball, but like slightly, you know? So I wouldn't take a righty just because of the wind. And especially in this stadium, see how deep left field is right here for some reason. You don't want to take a homer there because look, he has like Miguel Vargas. Just looking at him, he has 1, 2, 3, 4 hits that probably wouldn't be homer or that wouldn't be homers. Maybe 5, 6 here as well. So not a very home run friendly park for righties. You could see that 5% decrease over the last 4 or so seasons. Lefties 7% increase. So I would probably take a lefty if you're looking at park matchups. Yeah, the right field's not too bad. So like Benny, you could look at Benintendi. I mean, look where he puts all of his homers, like 347. If he just pokes a ball out there, I mean, it's gone. And with his pull barrel, like that's all you need. If he gets a 4-seamer, like I mean, it's just gone, man. He just pulls everything. It's insane. Literally just pulls everything. Benintendi on the season, total bases, total base look. Don't love that though. So like you want to take this into account, but you also want to look at like what they're doing on the season, right? You don't just want to blindly take their ISO. And look, a lot of it's because of his homers. He's 9 or 8 homers on 9 near homers. But Benny looks really good. I think he met like all of my metrics, to be honest. Recency, season. Basayo meets the total base one. Yeah, so I have a recency highlight, season highlight, total bases. I'll just click them all so you guys can see them. I'm getting a lot of people asking in chat. But here's the recency one. So this is, if someone meets this on the season, pretty much take it in my opinion. Season stats are here, kind of a general baseline of what I want my hitters to see, and then total bases as well. Zone ISO, batting average, hard hit percent, air, fly ball, line drive. I think that's a fair number. I guess you don't, like, do you care about if it's a ground ball or not, though? Like 4 total bases, does that really matter? I don't know, it's debatable. Because you could have a ground ball down the line and it could be a double. I'm going to take this off. I feel like that doesn't really matter that much. Weak spots aren't on the homer sheet, no. But that's an easy, I mean, I shouldn't say, but I think that's a relatively easy thing that he can implement. Not saying it'll be done today, but see, like, even Braden Montgomery, look, he meets total bases. He's 50% in his last 10. Man, that's not bad at all. Isn't very good. Or no, he's fine versus righties. I was gonna say isn't very good versus righties, but he has, especially on the heater, knuckle curve, nothing doing, but only seen 3 of them. Wow, Braden Montgomery's a switch hitter? Are you kidding me? This guy's a dog. 2 doubles batting lefty. I wonder what he's actually better at. It's crazy. Mo Munyon just said, I'm putting my life on it. Bro, what? Said he's putting his life on a Bryce homer. I assume he means Bryce Harper. 4-seam curveball doesn't even meet my metrics for a homer. Yikes. Yikes, boys. I do know Harper, if he gets the heater, it's gone. Like, I was looking at him last night. If he gets the heater, it's gone. But any other pitch? Also, the thing that I hate about Bryce is he hits so much straight. Like, bro, if you pulled a baseball, you'd be such a good hitter. But he hits everything straight. Like, look at all his homers. I don't know. There's just so many times I bet on Bryce Harper and it's a 400-foot fly out to deep center. It's like, bro, what are we doing? Like, if you just pull the baseball, it's gone. By a lot. $200 joules. What's a good highlight for HRR? So the thing you want to look at for HRR is WOBA and batting average. But you also, HR is a little different because you also want to make sure. So, like, if I was looking for HRs in this game, I wouldn't be looking at Junior Perez. If I was looking at HRs in this game, you want to make sure the team is good versus whatever handedness, or at least the batters around whoever you're betting. So, like, in this game, I mean, the lineups aren't announced yet, but say this is just my draw to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like, whatever, right? You'd want to make sure the WOBAs and the batting averages are high on the players around them. So, like, if you were looking at Colson Montgomery and he looked good for his stats on HRR, you'd want to make sure that all the people around him look good for WOBAs, look good on batting average, because HRRs aren't only hits or RBIs, but they're runs as well, which I guess they're not only hits, they're RBIs and runs, because you need players to bat them in and you need players on base to bat them in, right? Hopefully that makes sense, but you want to, so it's a little different. I wouldn't go fully based off of highlighting, honestly. I would just start by looking at what teams have a high WOBA against the pitchers, either handedness or pitch mix, and then go based off of that. Bro, I'm in the flow, Adam. I'm locked. I'm locked. Marsh, Schwarber, Harper. It's always going to be that. You got to filter recency and see who looks best. Ooh. See, interesting that a lot of these guys meet my season stats, but not my recency stats, which is most important. Like Schwarber meets recency. But of course he does. He's Schwarber. So Schwarber probably goes... I mean, 53 fly ball, 33 line drive, 80 hard hit, 53 pull. Like, what are we even talking about here? Yeah, like, that's just not even fair. If only the Cubs had a hitter like him. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, they did, and we got rid of him. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Schwarber and Manzardo. Manzardo's a crazy pull. No Guardian meets my season statistic today. I wouldn't even... Off of Tyler Alexander, bro? That's crazy. Oh, this guy's not even gonna... Marco, this guy's not even gonna pitch a full inning. Can't take Manzardo, bro. I mean, stupid to say, but I do like Schwarber. I mean, obviously. Jockey and Foscu for total bases, potentially. Going pure off of 80% pull. Against what is mix? What, last 20, last 15? I don't know what you're filtering on. Still a high pull, though. Reese Hoskins has recency. He's not even going to play. Never mind. Yeah, I mean, that's 1 year homer, no homers, but a high pull. Is this park like... It's not bad. I can't bet on it because this pitcher is only going to throw like 1 inning. I mean, so they're putting in a lefty, so they're probably going to put a righty in after him. Is Manzardo top 3 spots? Because if he is, that's actually better for him. If they're going to throw a righty out, I assume that's better for him. Yeah, I mean, he has 80 homers compared to 1. A lot less plate appearances. Hard to tell exactly. Man, if they throw a righty with his mix, I mean, it's looking good. Marco's in chat, bro. Of course you can't hear Marco. He's talking to chat. You could do batted ball events. You could do 10 games. I usually start on season and kind of see like you could see immediately these are the guys I'm going to be focused on, which makes sense, right? They have the highest amount of homers. They have the highest barrel, apart from Nate Eaton, but yeah, he has had 11 plate appearances. So, oh, look at this guy. 7 plate appearances, a 16.7 barrel. Will Warren changeup, 406 double, 385. Man, he was on that day. Yeri De Los Santos. Bro, no way that guy's name is Yeri. Yeri De Los Santos is crazy. I did see Teal as well. What other Kyles can we throw in Kyle Teal? I did see Teal. Teal's more of a long shot, though. He strikes out a ton, but he also doesn't have like any plate appearances. 16 plate appearances. I mean, it's just like you're going based off of last year pretty much, which you can do. You can look at last year. 8 homers off of righties. Hang on now. Last 2 years. Yeah, off of righties. I mean, yeah. Looks pretty good. Four seam, knuckle curve. I don't like that we're getting the knuckle curve. That's honestly probably why I'm not going to bet on Benintendi. Also, the last pitch he got off of, last four seamer he got off of a righty was a homer, which is nice. Nice to see that. Hold on, let me add the... Sorry, I didn't add the homers. I do like Benny. I feel like we have to take Benny almost, even if he's getting that knuckle curve. Buxton, Okamoto, Steer. Japan, they score. Attaboy. Marcus Smart declining his option. Interesting. See how that works for him. So, like, Benintendi, especially for those odds as well, like, you're just betting on him getting the heater. When he does, it's crazy. He has a double off of Baz. I mean, you just take those odds, right? Like 40% fly ball, 66.7 home run per fly ball. When he hits a fly ball, it's gone. 71 pull. Marco, would you take Benny today? Cubs 16 miles an hour, wind going out. Ooh. Ooh. I actually didn't... Yeah, I was going to say, I couldn't research this because there were no pitchers. I guess... Oh my god, Shota's pitching? Yeah, it's just absolutely chalked. Lisa Shelton, appreciate the sub. Man, Japan already scored? This game just start? The 29th minute they scored? That's crazy. Yeah, Antonacci don't look bad at all. Japan team like the anime? Bro. Okay, Shota, who are you giving up homers to, and on what pitch? And righty four-seamer, dear lord. Righty four-seamer splitter. Who is good? Who is a good righty on the four-seamer? Please, Manny. Oh, Manny, why are you buns? How's he look recently? Not good. Something's off. Ground ball percent, probably. Should add that on, not total bases, but did I add that on recency? Ground ball percent, you want lower than, what, 50? I'd take Benny, especially at Camden. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Ty France, too. Manny looks good there. Manny or Ty France? Ty France, 433. Manny, 238. Bro, what? Is there any history? Manny does have 2 homers on him. I like that. Ty France, 0 of 5, but what has he done? Let's see. What has he done? I also love the new button here. Okay, just do that. Bang. Manny. Oh my god. Have to take Manny, bro. 5 fly balls. He strikes out a lot against him, but 5 fly balls, 2 homers. No doubters. And, like, this one, depending on where it's hit with this win today, could be a homer as well. Like, you'd love those odds. Ty France. Ty France also, man. Yeah, I could see why you're on him, bro. Could definitely see why you're on him. So what does Ty France not meet? Oh, the blast. Blast at a 3.6%. But good barrel, good pull barrel. Only an 8 batted ball events, though. Pretty low. Bro, are people still betting on Tatis to hit a homer? Like, why is this dude so bad now? I don't even get it. He's hit 3 homers this year? Oh my god. It's actually, like, getting sad. Like, I feel bad for the dude. Maybe Shota will give him a meatball today. Benny 450 through 65. No steroids? Yeah, for real. You say Griffin Canning's pitching? Man, lefties, holy. Good night. PCA and Hap. No, it's going to be one of them. PCA has recency. Nah, I really got to fix this sub goal. It's getting embarrassing. It's getting embarrassing, boys. Ben, Jazz, or Cody? Well, look. So, like, that's why I don't add a near homer, though. See, PCA, man. Last 25 plate appearances, 3 homers, 3 near homers. I think the pull barrel is killing a lot. But it's like you need it, though. But, like, maybe not in recency. I feel like that is a pretty low. I'm gonna keep pull percent. I'm gonna get rid of pull. I don't have pull barrel. %8 blast, I think, is killing a lot. No, maybe not. Air rate. Ground ball. Pull killed PCA. Appreciate the sub, RVD. Got a stream to have a sub goal? Bro. I'm streaming. Chill. Canning's absolutely terrible. Might be a home run party in Chicago. Well, especially with Shota on the other bump. I mean... Shota gives up some of the most homers in the entire league. To both sides. It don't matter who he's throwing against. I think Manny Machado's a good pull. I mean, 238, though. It's not like... It wouldn't be insane if he goes. I really, really, really like the history. I don't like that he Ks a lot, but... I mean... Come on, man. Is it 2 homers in Wrigley? Is this just the new feature overall, or is this a full... No, this is a full research session, bro. I mean, we're going through everything. Hap going over PCA? I mean, Hap, Miggy, and Seiya meet. Or, well, we have to do this. Jeez, Hap has recency. You add the sinker in. He's not going to get the sinker, probably. Yeah, I mean, Hap looks crazy. Don't like the changeup, but, you know, it's going to happen. I just don't like his recency, man. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes, but for those odds, 300 with that recency, I don't know. But meeting the recency stats on this is crazy. See, like, he just doesn't have anything over his last 15 plate appearances or batted ball events. Take it back. I take it back. Wait, is he nasty recently? Wait, it doesn't have Canning in off of a righty. Is he kind of tough? Yeah. Hap is probably going, isn't he? Bro, of course I took Buxton. You see his 40% barrel on the heater? I mean, come on now. Bro, actually, Chocolate today Hap Manny Bucks. Marco, what do you think about that? Hap Manny Bucks, bro. I feel like you'd be dumb not to take Hap or Manny with these odds. Especially with the recency Manny has. Does Hap have recency? Against Canning? 1-for-1, single and walk. Nothing crazy. Same game, though, of Hap and Manny. Hap also hits more homers as a lefty, I believe. Let's see. Versus right-handed pitchers, which is when he's batting lefty, 13 homers. Compared to 4. Would even be more if this was, like, adjusted. Benny, Hap, Bucks, Mookie. Can't bet Manny. Why, bro? Marco, you gotta tell me what you think, bro. Hap, Manny, Bucks. Hap, Manny, Bucks, Bendy. That's Benny. That's the 4-leg. Hap, Manny, Bucks, Benny. That's just it, man. I mean, for plus 238, like, bro, you know it's good when they're literally meeting all your criteria. I mean, look at this. On the season, this dude is a dog. I think he met it last 15 bettable events, no? I guess not. What did he not meet? I don't know. Doesn't meet something. On the heater, though, is crazy. He is going to get the splitter a lot, which is also something you have to take into account. But the thing is, he already homered off of Seiya on the splitter. Or not Seiya, off of Shota. And Shota literally gives up so many homers, bro. Last 3 games, he's given up 3 homers. This season, he's given up 20 homers. Last season, gave up 34. 30 to righties, man. 30. You know how insane that is? How do you give up 30 homers, bro? I'm a Cubs fan. You think I want to be doing this? I'm doing it because I have to, bro. And wind's blowing out. It's just nasty work. Off of a lefty 4-seam splitter with wind blowing out. Look, like one of these are probably Shota. Yeah, it's literally off of Shota. When was that? Last 90 days? Nah, it was last year, I guess. It's just crazy. Look at this one, too. Through City 8. Set 18 miles an hour? Oh my god. The wind's blowing out at 18 miles an hour. Are you serious? Are you serious? We are back. Winds in Wrigley are blowing out at 15 miles an hour. Temps are warm. Humidity is high. Balls should be flying tonight. Also, I live in the Chicagoland area. Boys, when I say I would literally die if I walk outside, it is like 100 degrees, man. It is like terrible outside. So I think Manny, Bucks, Bendy, man. Manny, Bucks, Benny. Show the new update now, bro. I'm showing it. It's here. It's here, bro. Mine are already flying thanks to this update. Peanut, you make chat so much better. I'm so glad you're here, Peanut. My little Peanut. You are my sunshine. My only sunshine. I don't like how he's throwing the knuckle curve, though. It's just a lot. It's a lot, man. But for those odds, can you pass it? Oh, I don't know. Money will be used today with this new update for Raw. I hope you mean you're going to make money. If you want to use money, you could check out propfinder.app, #price, or whatever link pops up in chat. And use code PF30, 30% off. Shameless plug. Come on. Come on. Best in the game. Best in the business. Best in the business at plugs. Plug. Anyway, I think Benintendi, you just have to take Benintendi, right? Like, I could see Benny, I could see Teal, I could see Antonacci. But when Benny meets the season and the recency, come on now. Especially on the heater. He's unmatched on the heater, man. Pete C, Kyle Schwarb, Kyle Stowers. Kyle Stowers, bro. What are we doing? You think Stowers is going for real? Who's the pitcher for the Rockies? Proud user of it for 6 months, and yes, money will be made. Appreciate you, Marty. Appreciate you for supporting the site. Glad you like it, man. 6 months. You're the GOAT. Sullivan is buns, but is he buns enough to give Stowers a meatball? Is he gonna actually like pitch like? Yeah, he's buns. Holy, give up 8 runs against the Cubs. Yikes. Yikers. I mean, 4-seamer, you're just thinking Alberto Hernandez, obviously, because he apparently matches my filters. That's crazy. Boys, that I have never once in my life researched Alberto Hernandez. Not one time in my entire life. And my filters are telling me to look at him. This is why. This is the reason. This is the reason you need to understand how the highlight filter works. Because apparently Alberto Hernandez is really good on the heater. Not bad recency compared to what I expected, to be honest. I don't know, man. Not a good stadium, though. Where are they playing? Oh, my God. Oh, they're in Colorado. Never mind. I was going to say, where are they playing? Oh, my Lord. Okay. Jose did adjust this, by the way, for wind. Or not, sorry, not wind. Or no. Wait, is this even adjusted? 375? No, it has to be. Yeah. So 350 is this corner. 375 is like here. But it's adjusted because of the park factors, like elevation. So you can see this corner's 347, like that hits 346. So like it's adjusted. I think, unless that's where it's supposed to, or no, that's where it's probably supposed to be. 350, 351. So this hit is 351. So yeah. So yeah, it's adjusted. It's adjusted for sure. Does have a homer at Colorado. Interesting. I don't know, man. When I see Alberto Hernandez and Kyle Stowers have the same odds, you know something's wrong here. Literally, statistically, data-wise, Kyle Stowers does not look as good as Alberto Hernandez. He's also not good versus lefties. Lefty on lefty, I don't love that matchup. Bro, if Alberto goes, this is the greatest update of all time. He has hit 7 home runs this year, and he is the only player on the Marlins that meets my metrics. Oh, wait, sorry, he's facing a lefty. Move. I mean, hey, man, like, come on. If he goes, man, that would be absolutely insane. 4 homers, 13 of 62, 4 homers. Hold on, we need Sean Sullivan. Not sure about his power, bro. Look at these hits. 396, 425. This guy's a dog. If he hits a fly ball, there's a 20% chance it's a home run. Bro wants to play Kurtz at plus 200. Marco's playing Kurtz at plus 200. He told me himself. Marco, you little freak. Little freak. Him and Shea. I was looking last night. I'm like, him and Shea look absolutely insane. I'm not taking that. I can't do it, man. For 220 and 230. I mean, I took Bucks, so like, what am I talking about, I guess? But, oh my God. Kurtz 25% barrel. Kurt's 25% barrel on a guy who's given up 4 homers to his same handedness on 20 or like 30 batted ball events. Come on, man. This guy's so bad. Bolte does have an insane barrel on the heater. I won't lie. 2 homers. 2 homers this year. That's crazy. 37.5 barrel. But the other times he's just dirting it. 75 hard hit. Hits straight or oppo though. This would be mashed. Mookie? Yeah, we'll go over Mookie. If you want to bet, like I'm not gonna blame you for taking Kurtz or Shea, but I mean I kind of am. These odds are just terrible, man. I don't know if you can do it. I would personally probably rather take Kurtz, but it's close. I mean, this pitcher gives up so much to both sides. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if both of them go. Like Manny, Hap, Kurtz, Shea, Bucks, Benny, Okamoto, Steer. Millie Lay. I just said the Millie Lay. $1 for a milli. If Japan wins this match, I'm about every Japanese-born player to go yard tonight. Hey, man. Might have to. LeBron James will only sign with the Warriors if they trade for AD. Well, the Warriors are going to trade for AD. Can you... Bro, that would be... The Warriors might actually win the chip if that happens. Warriors, Bears, Dallas Stars. Put in the future. Put in the future, lay boys. Schwarber's 196M. What are you talking about? Oh, for odds? 196. Yeah, Bears are winning the Super Bowl. Sorry to break it to you guys. Sorry. Sorry, guys. LOL. Look at Spencer Steer and Sal Stewart. I was between them last night, and I couldn't decide. They both meet my recency filters. Oh, it's so good not even having to think. Like, I don't even have to do anything. It's just great. I just click some buttons. Steer. Steer's easily my favorite. Just going through it last night. Weird way to say Raiders, but okay. No, it's B-E-A-R-S. Bears? B-E-A-R-S. Like here. Like this. Like the Chicago Bears. Like those Bears. Not the Raiders. Not the Raiders. Thanks for trying, though. Pats, Rams, bro. Patriots or Buns? They had... Bro, no. I'm not even going to have this conversation with you. We all know the Patriots are frauds. You could have had... Bro, if, like, any NFC team... Like, I would have taken the Rams, Seahawks, Niners, Bears, Lions, Packers. What other NFC teams are there? Like, I would have taken all of them. Eagles, Cowboys, all to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Like, genuinely, I would have taken all of those teams. Cardinals, baby. Joe, I'm sorry. I've been there. My Bears were in, yeah. Anyway, we're not going to talk about that. Not going to talk about that. Also, I know nothing about hockey, so me saying Dallas Stars, I think they were in the playoffs last year. I genuinely know nothing about hockey. You could just say you don't watch football. Ooh. Fighting words, bro. Here's my recency filter. Someone asked in chat. Consider this fan. Got you, bro. But again, these are just mine. So if you want to make your own, make your own. I think these are Yeah, I mean, these are just my recency filters, so barrel percent at least 13, I think, is important. Actually, what's it for 25? Like, if we get like 2 of 25, what's that? Should be that. Like 8%? That's a little low. 3 of 25, 12%. Yeah, let's do 12. That's better. Because that gets both last 15 and last 25. That's what we want. I used to collect baseball cards. I actually should go through my football cards. I probably don't have anything valuable, but baseball, football, I wouldn't collect anything else. I might have some NHL, but I don't know. Oppo under 55% is huge. Don't want any Oppo hitters. Anything else is like void, pretty much, in my opinion, if Oppo is high. So that means they're just not getting any power, right? Pull percent, you want at least 30. That's low. Honestly, you want like closer to 40. But with all of these other metrics, you want to make sure you don't like barely miss something. So pull air percent above 55, I think is important. Just fly ball plus line drive, you want more, slightly more than half of the time. You usually want that closer to as close to 70 as possible. Obviously, the higher the better, but getting 55 encapsulates a lot of that. Zone at 12, bat speed 67. That's light as well. Usually, same with zone. Zone, you want the higher. It's always the higher the better, pretty much, unless it's like Oppo. But pretty much the higher the better. Bat speed, you want like 72. Obviously, the higher the better again, but 67 again encapsulates a lot of that. Competitive swing rate. This is actually more important in my opinion than bat speed. I'm gonna delete bat speed actually. Competitive swing rate basically is, instead of bat speed being like an average of what that hitter does, competitive swing rate takes that all and smashes it down and basically makes one metric as a percentage rather than a number, which is always better in my opinion. You can see how many percentages I have. I only have EV and what zone, last 5 plate appearances, just to get rid of some of the no names who are just coming up in the league. Blast rate 8%. Again, this is recency, so if they have this on the season, like if they are red on my sheet on the season, I should just take them immediately because their recency is like, or their season stats are what my recency filter is, which recency going to be harder because there's a smaller range and I want higher percentages. So if they have this on the season, that's just better, obviously. And then I fly ball over 26%. Usually want higher than that, but again, you don't want to mess up just based off of one of these things. It's kind of a, like, I'm being lenient on the metrics, but if they have all of these, that's important. Ground ball percent has to be lower than 50. And then, yeah, I think I remember everything. And then I have that as priority 1. And if they don't meet that, they have season. And then if not, total bases. So you can just scroll through immediately. Gary Sanchez. He did hit a homer yesterday, I believe. Yes, my buddy was at the game. Buddy, shout out to Joseph. Torque looks great. Lawrence Butler. If you like on Pittsburgh. What's a good highlight for hits? Hits, the only thing you really want to look at is like batting average. So I don't think you really need a highlight. You just look. But you could. Like, if anyone ever has a batting average higher than 400, you just should probably take them for a hit. Like, Andrew Vaughn on the season, 57 plate appearances, has a 438 batting average against lefties. 21 of 48. Basically, half the time he's getting on base through a hit. And he is not striking out. So, he is 2 of 11 against Lodolo, but I think recency matters more important than bat versus pitcher history. So, maybe take him for 2 hits. I mean, he's plus 248 to do so. Let's take a peek at Pittsburgh. Brandon Lau, Eddie Rodriguez, Valdez for total bases. I don't like that they're getting the knuckle curve, though, Joe. I pretty much say this all the time, but I have to fade the knuckle curve. Like, I don't know. I guess Nola does give up a lot on the knuckle curve, but still not something I usually look at. Not currently. Not currently a way to highlight pitchers. Amy, the thing with Vaughn is like, you usually want to bet if you're betting hits, because their odds are so bad. You usually want to bet a guy in the top like 4 of the lineup, because if they don't hit against the starter, you usually have 2 chances against the bullpen rather than just one. You know, so with a guy like Vaughn, maybe you live bet him per plate appearance rather than take him. But again, that's just my like kind of idea behind it, but you can do whatever you want. See, like when you filter by knuckle curve, everyone just goes away. Brandon Lau, 8 batted ball events, 0 homers. Actually doesn't strike out a lot on it, but doesn't really do anything on it either. Again, only 8 batted ball events, so like nothing. Knuckle curve 5. He's just not going to swing at it, and he's going to get it a lot. He's going to, because Nola knows he's good on the heater. If he gives him the heater, he's going to hit a homer. Oh my god, yeah, stolen bases cheat sheet. Guys, I forgot. We have a stolen bases cheat sheet now. Esteury Ruiz is the favorite. Cooper Pratt. Jacob Marcy. So, yeah, you guys wanted this for a while. I low-key forgot it was here because the highlight update. This stolen base cheat sheet. I'm just going to go through it, right? So you could select all the games you want and an amount of attempts. Usually I want more than or equal to 10 stolen base attempts, maybe 5, something. Just so like just at least something, right? Odds, let's see. Odds to record 1 plus stolen base is not there yet for anyone. Sorry if that was loud. Just like dropped something on my mic. Anyway, so we have runner form, and then we have opposing battery. So we have I love how he says battery. That's hilarious. So pitcher stats, catcher stats, pop time, things like that. So the fastest player currently in the league is Henry Bolt, living up to his name. 10 stolen bases, 0.31 attempts per game, a 77% stolen base percentage. In the last 7, remember, these are days, not games, not attempts or times stolen, whatever. These are last 7 days, how many stolen bases they have. So Henry Bolt over the last 7 days, 2 stolen bases. Last 15, 5, last 36. You can see Jazz leads in the past month. He has the most stolen bases, followed by Nasim Nunez. You could also see, so that's the runner stats. Okamoto is one of my favorites today, RVD. But you can see opposing battery as well. Opposing pitcher stolen bases allowed per 9. So you could see who gives up the most stolen bases. It is whoever is playing the Brewers, followed closely by whoever's playing the Marlins, whoever's playing the Guardians, Orioles. A lot of them usually want at least 1. 1.5 is a pretty good number. Since this is like my first time actually researching, I'm kind of just gauging the numbers. Like I actually don't know what are good numbers, but it'll take some time to just look at this data. But 1.5 has to be a good number. I mean, usually how many times does a pitcher allow a stolen base? Maybe 1, 2 a game. Like that's what you want, right? 1.5 seems pretty good. Opposing pitcher pickoffs. So look, this pitcher has allowed 0.29 stolen bases per game. So this pitcher, people do not want to steal against him. Usually that's because the pitcher's a lefty. Obviously, if the pitcher's a lefty, you're not going to want to steal on him, right? Does it say? Yeah, you could see Shota. Shota and Carson Kelly have allowed. Does it say the number or just how many? They've allowed 0.29 stolen bases per 9 innings, so not very many at all. You could see runner aggression and runner speed match up well, but you could see the pitcher pickoffs and pitcher allow is not good. Catcher caught stealing percent and pop time is, I guess, good. Like good for the runner, I mean, because he only has a 12%. So Although Carson Kelly isn't great, you just don't want to take a stolen base against a lefty, usually. So that's kind of where I'd go with that. Again, Esteury Ruiz, let's see what goes into it. So you can see his recent form. In the last 30 days, he has 8 stolen bases. He's been caught stealing twice. And on the season, he has 16 stolen bases, caught stealing only 3 times. So 19 attempts, he has 16 stolen bases, which is an 84%. Let me make sure if that is the number. Yeah, 16 of 19, so 84%. Bro, what do you mean where the homers at? Bro, like, we have a stolen base cheat sheet. Do you not think this is interesting? You just want homers? Here's homers. Here's homers. Let me add to the homer sheet. You guys are down bad for homers. Manny Hap Benny. Down bad for homers, I say. Anyway, with what I was saying for the other 126 people who care, you could see the pitcher again facing a lefty. Do you really want to take that? I guess Sean Sullivan has allowed a lot for some reason, but I feel like you just don't want to take on a lefty, right? I don't know. I feel like, in my opinion, I wouldn't want to take against a lefty, but see, only 12 innings pitched. What is this, a balk? What's BK? I assume that's a balk. It's 1 balk. Pickoffs is 0. Then you can see Brett Sullivan, not great. 1.95 pop time, caught stealing percent 12, arm 80.6. Bro, this is actually such good data. Holy. See, Nick Lodolo's a lefty, and he's just allowing a lot of stolen bases. Does it not matter? Am I stupid? Jeremy Pena on a righty? See, that's what I would like to take, like Pena. But he only has, like, he doesn't have very many stolen bases. I don't know. But anyway, I think this cheat sheet is going to be really, really helpful. Like PCA against a righty? Come on now. That's huge. But he does get a decent amount of pickoffs. Yeah, it doesn't allow very many stolen bases either. Like, Jazz would be a good stolen base guy. Jazz would be a really good stolen base guy. You want this to be low. Victor Robles, maybe. But you also have to make sure they're getting on base. If they don't get on base, it don't matter, right? Sprint speed, stolen base percent, attempts per game. Attempts per game kind of tells you if they're going to get on base or not, but you do want to make sure, like, a righty-on-righty matchup, it's not going to be, like, easy for Robles to get on, probably. Let's see. Victor Robles does have a 316 batting average. So, I mean, yeah, you're probably fine with that, actually. But he's not playing. So, like, of course. Can't steal first, exactly. Can't steal first. This is true. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of the cheat sheet, pretty much. 261 runners, 13 games. How to read. There's kind of like a thing here. I guess you could expand the row here as well. Sprint cast speed, feet per second higher is faster, duh. Yeah. Signal, sum of per slate Z scores, uncalibrated. High, medium, low band, expand for the component breakdown. Oh, duh. Just like what this last thing is. I wouldn't even worry about what any of this means. The higher the better here. I'm not even gonna try to know what it means. Uncalibrated heuristic, like, I don't even know what that means. But basically just telling you best to worst. It's like a PF rating for check Gunner. Gunner, I assume you're not talking about stolen bases, you're talking about homers. CG2K, I don't even know what you're talking about. Or CJ2K, I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, yeah, second to third, but like, you have to get on second then. Usually, I feel like if you're betting on a stolen base, you want the guy to steal second. Like, that's just the optimal. It's just the optimal. I wouldn't take Gunner HRR. I'd rather take Pete. Ben Rice. Holy, I guess he's getting a fastball. So Ben Rice, 861 ISO, 8 homers on the four-seamer, and that's going to be the main pitch he's getting. Although Mies hasn't given up a single barrel on his heater. He's thrown up 204 times, given up 34 batted ball events, and not one time has he given up a not a homer, but even a batted ball event or a barrel. It's crazy. Oh, he's ALS? What? Chris Johnson? Man, he's 40. Wow. That's so sad. Oh. Sucks, man. Pena? Yeah, I was looking at Pena. I think, like, I kind of said in earlier when I was looking, I think he's, like, one of the guys I'd probably take here. 89% stolen bases. He has 8 on the year only. Attempts per game, only a .19, so doesn't really attempt a lot. Kind of don't love that. Like this attempts per game number. Nasim Nunez. Off of a lefty, though. Again, you just don't want to take it off of a lefty, I feel like. But like Lodolo, I mean, the data's not going to lie, right? So I guess it doesn't really matter. It's more of a pitcher's, like, windedness. Or, not windedness. Who's Carlson Montgomery? Saying the wrong thing, bro. I like Benintendi more, though, for a homer. Unless they're saying Colson Montgomery for a stolen base, but I don't even think. Does he even steal bases? Just one stolen base on the year. You could also filter by percent. You probably want like a 5 attempt minimum, though. So Cooper Pratt, attempts per game, 0.42. 5 in his last 15 is crazy. 8.34. Pitcher gives up a lot. I mean, I'd be in. I'd be in for a little Cooper Pratt action. I don't know what the odds are. I don't know if he's playing either. Cooper Pratt, he is playing. What are his odds? Plus 287, 5 of 12 on the season. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that at all. Now, is he going to get on base? So, okay, so then for stolen bases, you're just looking at OBP, which is on base percent. I just look generally here first. On base percent, 286. It's terrible. Is he a lefty, righty? What are we working with here? Cooper Pratt, 250 on base percentage. Oh, that's not good at all. So if this dude gets on base, they're using him to steal. Home runs and total bases. I have filters for both of them. I'm just going to show this one's my recency. Just feel free to pause it. And then I also have a season. So this is just like generally I filter by season. I just look on pitches generally, whatever. Very baseline stats. It looks like a lot. It is a lot, but it's baseline stats just kind of showing the best hitters on the team. And then total bases is this purple one here. For a prop, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's actually crazy. It's going to be so helpful, man. Benintendi, Stewart, Moniak, I don't mind that. Against Sandy, though? I mean, maybe. Bickey's just been hurt for a while. He's been back, though, for a week. He's 1 of 10 against Sandy, but does look like he has some good hard hit rates. Let's see here. A lot of ground balls, though. 354 fly ball off a sinker. It's like the best you're getting, and it's not amazing. Jazz, Ruiz, Nasim, stolen bases, the slip. You got you, Tizzo. That could definitely be. I mean, I could see Jazz for sure. I don't really love the lefty though. I mean, a .26. He allows a 174 batting average. I don't know. Dingler, torque. Torque beats recency. It's always funny because all my metrics are literally aligning with the odds. Like, torque looks better, Dingler's the second best, and you could see he just is the second best. I guess Riley Green's a little better, but torque looks good. Like, if we were to take him, I wouldn't blame you at all. Ryan Weathers doesn't give up a ton though. Off a lefty, I mean, torque looks fine. Off of Ryan Weathers, he had a barrel. Wow, that's crazy. Just had a barrel on him. Four-seam change. What's his matchup? 1 of 5 with that double. 1 batted ball event, 2 hard hits. 1 barreled ball event. Sorry, I keep saying batted. What's up, Dubs time? How you doing, bro? Lau Okamoto PCA. I think I like Hap more. I think Marco convinced me to like Hap more than PCA. Breezy, appreciate the sub. But I do like Okamoto for sure. Spencer Torque, Spencer Steer. Could be, bro. Hap and PCA both have my recency on the season, so I'd be fine taking either one of them. I feel like if they have red on the season, you just, like, have to take them, almost no matter what. Especially with what Canyon gives up versus lefties. Like, he's really good versus righties. Against lefties, this dude is terrible. I think you could get away with a PCA Hap Manny Dubs time with the flow state jewels. Still don't even know what that does, but appreciate you. Like, I think you could even get away with a Hap PCA Manny same game parlay. Wow, Hap has never hit a home run against the Padres. Today's the day, man. Today is the day. Day. I like Steer today. It's like bits on Twitch. Oh, is that money? You guys giving me money? Thanks, guys. I thought that was just like an emoji or something. Jahmai Jones? Not bad. You said that a long time ago. I forgot. If I forget, just spam it in chat. I'm not ignoring you on purpose, I swear. I'm just stupid. I would not take Jahmai Jones, probably. Not according to my metrics, at least. Unless he looks like... Yeah, I would not take him today. He's good on the four-seamer. Like, decent. Decent on the four-seamer, but he's only getting a 30% clip. Doesn't really have any recency on it. I wouldn't take it. Only has 2 homers on the year. For plus 650? Like, it's not the worst in the world, but I'd rather take, I mean, obviously, I'd rather take Torque, who's 377. Like, maybe? I don't know. Oh, we're kind of just bouncing around dubs time. Honestly. Here's my favorites for today. If you're curious. I mean, yeah, Breezy has a long shot for sure. I don't mind it, but just know it's a long shot when you're betting it. I don't bet long shot homers. I just bet my favorites. So, I mean, like most of the time, if I find a long shot that hits my metrics, I mean, sure, I'll take it. Like Varsho looks good to me. But this pitcher's good versus lefties, so I would take Jazz for a stolen base. I would not take him for a homer. Although this pitcher's good against lefties, so like he just has a high K. I feel like you have to take that into account. Like, does this take into account? I feel like this needs to take into account on base percentage. I'm gonna DM Jose. Hopefully Jose doesn't hate me for DMing him a lot. Let's see. Okay. Every time I've taken Buxton this year, he's hit. I think that's still, like, I think I've taken him 4 times, and I think he's hit every single time. It's been nasty, bro. Alvarez and Cam Smith. Whew. Cam Smith matches recency on fastball, which is crazy. Yeah, Cam Smith on the heater is crazy, bro. Would rather take a lefty, honestly, but Alvarez, Cam Smith, both of them probably gonna go. See, like, even though, like, Christian Walker, Paredes have better odds, but look at Cam Smith, man. Cam Smith a dog. Cam Smith a dog. God, the unluckiest hitter of all time. 238, 398, 415. None of those were homers. 282, barreled up. Also, being a righty, like, this would be a homer, 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 this, like. Let's see, last like 2 months. Let's see. See, look at all of this. 383 against Taillon. 415 against Yamamoto. 398 against Blake Trinan. 366 against Jeff Hoffman. Look at it. Oh my God. 418, 436. Dear Lord. Trammell is good on the... Yeah, I mean, he's fine. Fine for a little long shot. A little long shot action. I was going to take him the day he hit that second homer in that back-to-back stretch, but he was... I think he pinch hit for it, right? So, like, I couldn't even take it. Yeah, he had 2 at-bats. Canzone or Rayleigh, bro, that's always the question at the Mariners. Let's see if I can help you out here. Canzone, probably. Yeah, I'd take Canzone over Rayleigh today. He's really good on the cutter, I know that. And the splitter, honestly. This guy has a good splitter, though. Has a good split. Thing I hate about Canzone is he hits it to center so much. Like, if you look at his spray chart, 24% of the time he hits the center. If he could just pull it more, he'd be a much better hitter. You got Canzone at 800 earlier? How? No, you didn't. Liar. Liar! It's insane, bro. How'd you get him at 800? Unless you're talking Trammell. You're definitely talking Trammell. I'm just stupid. Bobby. Cal? Look at Cal. Cal looks crazy. Is there any history? I did like a Rosarena for a hit as well, but not for a homer. See, his batting average on the sinker cutter is just insane. Just hunts those. Canzone 360. You can get him for 375 on Hard Rock. J-Rod looks good. Canzone and Cal look best. I would take Canzone for the odds. He also just looks better barrel-wise. I'm always going to take barrel and pull barrel into account more than everything else. That's why I'm filtering here. And he's higher on both. So I would take him. I'm telling you guys, Chalk Lay, bro. Chalk Lay is literally Hap, Manny, PCA, Buxton, Kurtz. That's Chalk Lay. But it's also Millie Lay. And Schwarbaum. Casey Schmidt. I did like him for a hit as well. I was looking last night. I don't like homers in this stadium, though. This stadium is terrible. Especially for lefties, I suppose. Soto? Is Soto chalk today? I don't know how Soto looks. Yeah, Casey Schmidt looks good. This is such a nice time saver. Oh my god. We're going to be able to research games in like 2 hours now. Not even. Like an hour and a half. Ruiz for Marlins. Who are they? Oh yeah, Sean Sullivan, right? Again, Hyberto Hernandez was my favorite. Even in last 20, last 15. Not great on the pitch mix, just good on the heat. I remember that though, but you're getting 57% of the time, so. Could. Yeah, I could do that. I'll do that after stream. Could put it in, I could just put it in baseball chat. I'll do that after stream, busy. Okay, I think I am gonna end stream though. I'm gonna go hang out with a buddy. Busy today. For no reason, I'm busy today. I'm gonna release a video on the... Most of you probably know how it works now, but I'm gonna release a video on highlights, stolen bases. I still have to do this strikeout matchup cheat sheet. I'll probably do that later. But yeah, there's a lot of good matchups today, honestly. Nothing Guardians game I love. Honestly. This game. Oh my god, Mikolas? Holy. Contreras or Duran? Carlos Narvaez? Carlos Narvaez, Contreras, Duran, Wiley or Abreu? Like... Probably slightly not Duran, but let's look at recency, see if we can get anything. Ooh, nothing off anyone, really? Yikes. Maybe not then. Ooh, Wiley. So if you were to take anyone, I'd take Wiley or Abreu here. Does give up a lot on the sinker to righties. Just trying to go through the games we didn't really look at quick. I don't think we looked at the Angels much. There's a reason for that. George Kirby's pitching. I guess lefties, maybe. I don't know. He throws a sweeper. Yeah, you know it's bad when Donovan Walton is my favorite according to my metrics. Nito Soler, maybe. I mean, their odds are crazy though. 0 for 7, 3 Ks. Good night, Nito. Praise as a homer. Probably wouldn't take anything there. Yeah, I think it is really just simple today. I mean, you take Kurtz. You take Bucks. Also, Bucks. I mean, he's my favorite for multiple reasons, but look at this, chat. Look at this, boys. 39 batted ball events. He's hit 39 four-seamers off of a righty into play. 8 homers, 30% barrel, 17.5 pull barrel, 41 fly ball, 23% pull air. Did you just hear any of the words I just said, chat? That is insane. 40% last 15 barrel. I mean, come on now. 73 hard hit. And if he pulls it, look how gone it is. It's not even in the same stratosphere. Look at this. 431. He has to hit it 100, like half of that. He literally has to hit it like half of 431. TJ or Goodman? Goodman. Willie Castro recently looks good. It's crazy. Willie Castro, guy I would never even look at. 0 for 6 against Sandy though. I don't know. A righty against Sandy is not a great idea. But Willie will be batting lefty. I don't know. Don't love it. Don't love it. Yeah, I think there's some good chalk today, though. Ben Rice, like, I mean, you guys already know how I feel about Ben Rice. I don't love it against V's, though. Casey Mize, whatever that dude's name is. Torque I could see going. I think his season stats, yeah, his season stats look the best. Benny. Look at all of these on the Orioles, too. Sean Burke might have a... See, then, like, once you have all these filters, then you can start looking at pitcher stats and be like, yeah, Sean Burke probably going to go over his hits allowed again. Something like that. Probably will get a decent amount of strikeouts, though, as well. So, we'll see. I mean, it'll be interesting. Torque and Bucks. I mean, you throw Schwarber on there. You throw, like, whoever you want, really. Harper, Schwarber. I do know Harper, the thing about him, he's only good on the heater. Also hits a lot straight. So you usually want that pull. They're home as well. So better for lefties. And you could see, right? Like, look at where Schwarber hits all his homers. It's just ridiculous. He is 2 of 3 with a homer. It's just insane. You ain't getting anything by him here, Ashcraft. I'm sorry. It's just over. It's just over, bro. For the Phillies. Bryce Harper also has 3 singles against him. 270 line drive single, 399 homer. Just absolutely smoked. So yeah, I think it's simple today. Here were my 3 on the blog: Okamoto, Bucks, Steer. I wouldn't mind a Machado. I wouldn't mind a Schwarber. I wouldn't mind a Happ, a PCA, a Benny, a Canzone, a Kurtz. Those would be my guys. Basayo as well. Basayo, Rutch. Interesting. Pete Alonso just never meets this pull barrel mark to be good enough for my recency filter, but I mean, you know, his barrel's insane. Not great for righties, though. Steer, Torque, Bucks. I don't mind that. Again, my top 3 are Steer, Bucks, Okamoto, but I really like Machado, Happ, Benny. You could see that. I could see a lot of things here. Kurtz, Canzone. All right, boys. I'm gonna end stream. Appreciate you guys for joining. If you're not in our Discord, following us on Twitter, make sure you follow, join there. Use this code in chat, PF30, if you want this data for yourself. You get 30% off with code PF30 on your first purchase, so either $10 a month or $100 a year rather than 15 a month or 150. So make sure you just use that code. And yeah, if you want to try it, you can have a free trial. You can just pop in, use the data on a few games, and then see if you like it. If you do, you can buy it. So happy to help. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I always respond to comments, or I always see the comments. I don't always respond, but I always see them. So yeah, appreciate you guys for joining, and I will catch you all in the next one. Later, boys.